The Pathways Report on Catholic Education provides new hope, guidance, and mission as the Diocese of Springfield opens the 2019-2020 Catholic school year. Shedding new light on the mission to provide a Catholic education for children, some of the recommendations are already being implemented. Kathy Harrington takes a look now at the changes within the Catholic schools this year.
St. Mary's High School will become a diocesan school.
Big news for Catholic education in Western Massachusetts as St. Mary High School becomes a diocesan school, drawing its student body from Westfield, Southampton, East Hampton, Southwick, Granville, Russell, Chicopee, and other towns shows St. Mary serves more than its parishioners of high school age. The new designation follows recommendations made in the Pathways Report.
Our governance models for our schools should really fit what the school is. So here at St. Mary's, it really, as we reflected upon it, made infinite sense to have a diocesan school for the high school. So the elementary school will be governed as a parish model school.
The diocese will work in partnership with St. Mary's administration several ways, including increasing enrollment.
The goal, obviously, is to grow, but the end goal is to be financially sustainable. The end goal is to be able to continue to provide an education that is high quality.
The new designation provides a stronger support system for Matt Collins, now beginning his second year as St. Mary's principal, as he extends his marketing plan.
One of our goals is to really reach out to the Berkshires as well. It's about 30 minutes to get from here to Lee, where those students go to school at St. Mary's. So we started that connection with them last year, and it's been wonderful. We have 2 school buses now, so we do plan on reaching out further, and I do think that becoming a diocesan school will help us to do that.
In the diocese, Catholic high school enrollment is up, according to Belarjan, including at the independent Pope Francis Preparatory School.
Both of the high schools, I think Pope Francis and St. Mary's, are both demonstrating at least modest growth for the upcoming year, and that's positive. So there's a lot of positive that's happening in the schools.
The positives include a new principal for St. Agnes Academy in Dalton. Syrian-born Fadia Rostam Makdisi brings 15 years in education experience in public and private schools to her new position. With 3 children attending the school, Makdisi is a familiar face for students and teachers. And changing the administration of the school, Makdisi is joined by 2 deans of students to form a leadership team.
We're going to be looking at, specifically at St. Agnes on some of the tuition practices, tuition collection practices, and centralization of some of databases just to provide her support.
Belarjan says he asked each school to identify a place in the Pathways Report to act upon. At St. Stanislaus Kostka School in Adams, marketing efforts to increase enrollment continue, and now they're working to increase the school's overall efficiency.
They're trying to identify and recruit members for their board and are starting to centralize a little bit more of the decision-making, utilizing the board more effectively.
Also in Berkshire County, St. Mary's School in Lee is one of 5 schools piloting a new religious program that was created by the Sophia Institute, sponsor of a convocation at St. Catherine's Parish in Springfield to kick off the school year. It was an opportunity for educators from across the diocese to learn more about the program. Several hundred teachers took part in the day of prayer and reflection that included a mass with the bishop.
Our gathering here today really helps us to focus on our ministry and why we bring the Word of God to future generations.
At Mater Della Rosa School in Holyoke, the school year begins with a kindergarten class that has doubled in size since June, and an additional preschool class added to handle the influx of children. Also new to the school this fall is Principal Maureen Donnellan.
I've mostly been in public school, so this is a transition, a shift for me. When this came about, I started to think about, I'm getting older, and where do I want to be? What do I want to be doing? And it just was like a calling. It was almost like God was saying, this is going to be a good opportunity for you.
Donnellan says she's looking for ways for Mater Della Rosa to stand out as a small Catholic school. At St. Thomas the Apostle School in West Springfield, there's a change in leadership on the parish level. New pastor, Father Jack Schaefer.
He believes in Catholic education and wants to be there, so I think he's already has some space even in the school so he can be present to the students as much as possible, which is really nice.
And at St. Joan of Arc School in Chicopee, students will see Father Bill Turigny more often in the school, as was recommended in the Pathways report. Beginning the school year with enrollment increases, St. Stanislaus in Chicopee, St. Mary Academy in Longmeadow, Blessed Sacrament School in Holyoke, and St. Mary Elementary in Westfield.
St. Michael's asked me to do some faith development for them, so I'm going to be providing faith development for the teachers 6 months out of the year during their faculty meetings.
Ludlow St. John the Baptist School continues its Chromebooks program, advancing technology in their classrooms.
So I'm going to try better this year to be more involved in social media and get share stories of what's happening in the schools.
And that includes news that Joshua Agnew, an educator from New Jersey, is on board as the new Assistant Superintendent of Schools. For Reel to Reel, I'm Kathy Harrington.
And efforts continue to build staffing in the Diocesan Schools Central Office to provide more resources for the Catholic schools across Western Massachusetts.